pursue their own greatness. She added that Fernando left an indelible mark on our nation. Well, tonight, a growing tribute to the Dodgers star, fans leaving flowers, hats, and jerseys, along with Mexican flags in Valenzuela's honor. The team also paying tribute to the former 1981 World Series champion with his photo on the Jumbotron last night.
Well, heartbroken fans have been stopping by the stadium all day.
And KCAL's Jeff Nguyen tells us tonight Fernando's untimely death resonating with the young and old across the city.
His nickname was El Toro, which is the bull.
Former university professor Kathleen Contreras recently published a children's book about Dodger legend Fernando Valenzuela. She interviewed him about moving from Mexico and becoming a star at 19.
He said he knew it was going to be tough here. He didn't know the language. He didn't know the culture. He let his pitching do the talking.
Richard Santillan is also an author of nearly 20 books about baseball. He wore Fernando's jersey to a book signing Wednesday. The Chicano Studies professor says former team owner Walter O'Malley went to high schools in East LA to find a Latino star player as soon as he moved the boys in blue from Brooklyn to LA in 1958.
All the high schools, and they signed all of the best players, baseball players, and then invited them to spring training. The Dodgers were the first baseball team to broadcast in 1958 the entire season in Spanish.
The construction of Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine happened under eminent domain, which pushed Mexican-American families from their homes.
A lot of resentment about that. In fact, my mother's family was from that neighborhood. In fact, my first 2 years I lived in that neighborhood.
Raul Valdez says he wasn't a baseball fan growing up, but that changed in 1981 because of Fernando mania.
I was very prideful. I followed everything he did.
We covered Fernando's induction into the inaugural class of the Legends of Dodger Baseball in 2019. He talked to us about the fans instead of himself.
They show off today and enjoying the game.
Fernando is the only Rookie of the Year to win a Cy Young Award in the same season, a six-time All-Star and a World Series champion who also pitched a no-hitter, which Contreras reminded him during her research.
Fernando, what's your proudest moment? And he said, building a house for my family.
We spoke to a number of Mexican Americans who are devout Catholics, and they told us that people would often skip church when Fernando would pitch on Sundays. And then, of course, they would try to make up for it by attending 2 masses the following week. Reporting at Dodger Stadium, Jeff Nguyen, KCAL News.
Well, the Bronx Bombers just arrived in L.A., the Yankees landing in Burbank. KCAL was over their buses as they made their way to their hotel near Dodger Stadium before they gear up for Game 1. That'll be here quicker than a New York minute.
Oh, yes, it will. Well, there are Dodger fans and super fans, and then there's Mr. Cartoon. He's known here in the L.A. area for his tattoos, but his Dodger-inspired artwork is getting the attention of the team. He created clown masks, seen right here, for fans, and the players wore them in the locker when the Dodgers advanced to the World Series.
You know, the clown mask, the whole clown image goes way back before me. Tears of a Clown was on the radio. You know, that was a soundtrack to the 60s.
Now, his work is now licensed by Major League Baseball, so even the Yankees have their own masks, but the Dodgers masks are already sold out.
I'm not surprised. They're really cool. The Dodgers will have slightly toasty temperatures for their first game, but a cool down is expected next week.
KCAL's Danny Roberti here
Yes.
with a first look at your next weather. Hi,
Yeah,
Danny.
it's kind of feeling like summer out there, but by the time we get to the first game of the World Series, it is going to be perfect baseball weather, and we're going to talk about it. But today, if you thought, okay, this is hotter than normal, you're not going crazy. It was out there for a lot of us. We were looking at mostly temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s, typically this time of the year. We're in the upper 70s, low 80s, so running about 10 degrees above average tomorrow. It is still toasty out there, but we're going to start to notice those temperatures